Hi, thanks for joining me, Clara, on this guided visualization of a mystical island called the Island of the Lost Songs, located off the rugged west coast of Ireland. It's a place where whispers from the past linger in the salty sea breeze, and the soulful notes of Celtic music find sanctuary. Here, the past finds a voice in the present. I hope you enjoy this journey with me. Close your eyes and imagine yourself on the winter shores of an island off the west coast of Ireland. The air is crisp as it's winter time. And a sharp breeze carries the scent of the sea. In the heart of this island, nestled in the snowy landscape, stands an old sheep crofter's cottage, a weathered place that's been here for hundreds of years. For a week, you've sought peace within its cozy walls, providing a refuge from the cold, wintry weather outside. The cottage is made of stone, and the roof is thatched. You've been keeping the iron stove fueled with peat, which is a dense organic material harvested from the surrounding moors. As the peat burns, it releases a fragrance that fills the air with a rich blend of earthiness and smokiness. Almost like an incense, carrying the wild essence of the moorlands. The only sounds you can hear are the occasional pop and hiss from the fire. Which creates a soothing soundtrack to your solitude. Looking through the small frosted windows, Low grey clouds race across the horizon like ragged ghosts, their shadows painting ever-changing patterns on the snow-covered landscape. A rich heritage of traditional songs resonates on this ethereal island, nestled in the arms of moors and cliffs, where Atlantic waves crash onto snow-draped shores. Throughout the centuries, some ancient songs have been passed down from generation to generation, while others have unfortunately been lost forever. But on the island, a movement is emerging. The community is collaborating to safeguard and revive the traditional music played on these shores through the ages. Fueled by their passion for their cultural legacy, they're dedicated to conserving the ancient melodies at risk of vanishing forever. Preserving the island's traditional music is of utmost importance. As it goes beyond just the melodies, it's an integral part of the community's identity and heritage. These age-old tunes are interwoven into the island's cultural tapestry, serving as musical archives, carrying narratives of past eras, shared experiences, and the enduring spirit of its people. By safeguarding these musical treasures, the islanders preserve notes and rhythms and protect a collective memory, a connection to their ancestors, and the unique essence that sets their island apart. As the community comes together to revive these tunes, they understand that preserving their traditional music is an act of cultural resilience. It's a commitment to honor the past, celebrate the present, and pass on a legacy that will resonate through the ages. By doing so, they ensure that the small island remains a beacon of cultural richness and continuity for generations to come. As the morning shifts into the afternoon, you observe a slight change in the weather, prompting you to step outside. You decide to bundle up against the cold, wearing a warm scarf, sturdy boots, and a coat that's withstood many storms. Stepping out of the crofter's cottage, the crisp air bites at your cheeks. And the untouched snow crunches under your boots. As you walk through this winter wonderland, the silence is profound. The only noises are the soft crunch of your footsteps and the distant calls of unseen birds. The landscape, transformed by the snow, is a canvas of stark beauty, inviting a sense of peace and introspection. With each step, you're immersed in the calm of the island. The grey clouds above begin to part, revealing traces of a pale blue sky. And the first glimpse of sunlight in days. The air is crisp, and the world seems to exhale. In this moment of respite, you connect with the island's natural rhythm. The break in the weather becomes an opportunity to appreciate the raw beauty surrounding you. Soon, you find yourself along the shoreline, where the cliffs and rocks are coated with a dusting of snow, turning them into massive snow sculptures. As the Atlantic waves break against the freezing shore of the west coast, you breathe in deeply, inhaling the pure, invigorating air. The winter sun finally breaks through, casting a soft glow on the landscape. Seagulls soar overhead, their calls blending with the sounds of the winter sea. After a while, you start walking again. As you tread along the snow-covered path, the wind picks up. Suddenly, biting through your layers and sending a shiver down your spine. Once crisp and invigorating, the air turns frigid, carrying the unmistakable chill of the winter. As you face the strong gusts of wind, you notice a glimmer in the distance. It's a pub, decorated with Christmas lights, standing out as a solitary source of warmth and comfort. The twinkling lights create a welcoming ambience against the snowy backdrop, beckoning you to take refuge from the cold. When you begin walking towards the pub, you hear strains of music carried on the icy breeze. The scent of burning peat and the distant melodies guide you to the door. As soon as you step inside, a welcoming wave of warmth envelops you. Accompanied by a harmonious blend of lively conversation and music. The pub's interior also glows with the soft flicker of Christmas lights. And the fireplace provides a comforting heat, casting shadows that dance on the weathered stone walls. As your eyes adjust to the light, you notice a group of people gathered in a corner of the pub with their instruments. The strains of traditional Celtic tunes fill the air, creating a musical backdrop, weaving through space. The musicians are lost in the songs, bringing life to the ancient tunes that echo the island's past. The scent of hearty cooking wafts from the kitchen. Plates of steaming food pass by, carrying the aromas of rich stews and freshly baked bread. The smiles of the patrons and the friendship in the air create a sense of belonging, a shared celebration of the island's culture and the festive season. You find a place to sit down. The wooden chair is worn but sturdy, and you absorb the scene once more. The lively music, the flickering fire, the comforting scent of food, and the genuine smiles exchanged between friends and strangers. You're a silent observer, allowing the warmth of the atmosphere and the island's traditions to seep into your being. After a while, a kind person approaches you with a steaming bowl of soup and a thick slice of homemade bread. The heat emanating from the bowl is soothing to the chill lingering in your bones. With the first spoonful, you experience a revelation of soft warmth and a symphony of tastes and traditions. The bread, still warm from the oven, has a rustic texture, crisp crust, and a soft interior. Every bite is a journey, a fusion of flavors that echo the island's spirit. As you savor this humble meal, the warmth from the soup and the hearty bread fills you with comfort. The chill from the winter winds outside gradually fades away, replaced by a soothing warmth from within. The lively atmosphere of the pub provides the perfect background, and the shared experience of the meal becomes a communal bond based on nourishment and connection. As you finish the last bite of bread, the lively tunes of the music that played throughout the meal come to a gentle close. The last notes linger in the air, creating a momentary pause. Then the musicians begin to pack up their instruments. Gradually, people start bidding their farewells. Their laughter and conversations blending with the fading melodies. As you leave the pub, you feel a sense of warmth both inside and out. You notice that the winds died down. It's night time now. And the sky above is a beautiful canvas of deep blues and purples, with the first stars beginning to twinkle. When you walk back along the beach, the snow reflects the soft glow of the night. The only sounds you hear are the gentle lapping of the waves and the occasional ring of a bell. somewhere out at sea. In the distance, you can see the crofter's cottage, inviting you to take refuge from the cold again. As you approach the cottage, you carry with you the echoes of the music, the warmth of the pub, and the nourishing meal. The journey back is a quiet communion with the island, a silent dialogue between the calm night and the comfort of home. Upon opening the door, you step back into the inviting warmth of the croft. Grateful for the respite that both the pub and the island have offered, wrapped in the gentle embrace of a winter evening.